I know you saw that title and you're like, mental knot? Is that? No, is it? And it is. It's like seeing a long distant friend, cousin who you haven't seen in a while, and they come to visit and you're like, damn, I'm home. I really wanted to get this series back up and running. It's something that I really enjoy, and I think a lot of you guys have enjoyed as well. It's also just a really good way for me to feel super close to you guys. And if I'm being honest, today, I don't know what's in the air, but it's just like not the best day for me. Like, I'm fine. Nothing's really bothering me that I know of. It's probably something subconsciously. It's just one of those days where I'm like, any minor inconvenience, I'm probably gonna start crying. I don't know, that's kind of the vibe today. So I was like, you know what? Let's just chill out. Let's have a cute little date where we just kind of talk, catch up, whatever, and we build some Legos. Y'all know I love doing Legos, and I got this for Christmas from one of my friends. I know Valentine's Day is already passed, so this is kind of like side-eye. But you know what? It's cute, it's pretty, and I don't mind putting it on my door. Because right now it's still the Christmas wreath. So, like, let's get it together. Maybe this mental knot is a little more needed than I thought. I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any thoughts, suggestions for other mental knots, I'm more than open to it. Again, I just really want to kind of have a space for us where it's like, yeah, we have fun, we laugh, we giggle, we hee hee ha ha, but like we can also just kind of be serious too, you know? I say that as if we're not gonna build Legos, but like, it's serious to me, okay? Okay. All gonna have to do me a favor though, in this little cute little camera, ignore the floor, ignore the mess, okay? We had to do what we had to do so we could set up this shot. And this shot's not even that good, but like, whatever. As you can see, I have some Legos already arranged. This is the only way to do Legos. I mean, I still have these little bad boys, but like, we'll get here when we get here. This is what we're working with first, so. Let's get started. I have my little booklet. I'm kind of excited to do this, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know how people will eat food and talk? Maybe this will be my thing, building Legos and talking. All right, so as far as talking, I don't really know what I want to talk about. I mean, I guess if anything, I can just kind of give you an update on what's going on with me. Personally, I feel like every time we do these videos and it's getting really sad, I'm just like, yeah, you know, mentally I'm hanging in there. I'm here. I'm kind of sad, but to be fair, I had to come up because if you remember on my other channel, I had to, well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to because it's the right thing to do. The writers and actors strike was happening, and so that affected my other channel immensely, and obviously affected me because it's like I can't work. I never expected it to affect me as much as it did mentally and emotionally. Emotionally because it's like, oh my God, this is really showing me that my job is, there's like no security, which obviously I kind of knew, but it was just so scary to have everything just like gone that quickly. Oh, there was only 2. I thought that said 3. I was like, girl, where? And it just, I don't know, it just got to the point where I just started questioning everything that I was doing. Like, did I really need to spiral? No. But am I really good at it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because it's like, obviously I have my other channels that I could fall back on and like work on, but there was so much that went into just trying to create any kind of content for that channel that it just like, it really just took over everything. And it made me just start questioning myself as a creator to the point where I was like, I don't even know what I want to do on my other channels. And I had already kind of been feeling that way. I've talked about it with my music one quite a bit of just like, I kind of feel stuck. Not necessarily because there's nothing coming out, but because like, I just don't feel like I fit in anymore. Is that lame or what? I don't know. I think I've just grown and matured and I'm just kind of like, ugh, I don't care about the fan wars anymore. Like, I just want to have fun. And then on top of it, I was worried because I knew VidCon was going to come up and I was like, oh, they're not going to invite me because I'm a flop and I'm not even posting because of the strike and I really want to go again. But then I did get invited, which is really fun and really cool, but it just kind of played into that like, that mentality of like, well, do I really deserve it? And I don't know, I've been going through it with my own success lately. And I don't know why, because it's like, obviously I'm here for a reason. I've done something okay. But in my mind, I'm just kind of like, but did you? But did you really though? It's hard being me. I can say that like knowing everything that's going on in the world. It is not hard to be me. There is a lot of bad things going on in the world, but it's okay to acknowledge what's going on in your own life and have your own struggles and not be like, well, they don't matter, because they do matter. Y'all hear that ambulance? Okay, I'm already stuck on these instructions. Okay, I did all that. Oh. Oh. I'm dumb. Okay, I got it. Also, just feel like I'm at a point in my creative journey where I'm just like, I don't know, just questioning everything and being like, should I be further? Do I need to do other things? There's got a lot going on in this little brain of mine. Honestly, I don't think she can handle all of it. I don't know. And sometimes I feel stupid complaining because, or not even complaining, but just talking about what's going on, because I know there's so many people who would love to be in my position where it's like, that's your job and you get to do whatever you want. You're your own boss and you're complaining. Even with all that being said, this is the most, which is gonna sound so funny because it's like that contradicts everything you just said. This is the most confident I have been in like my abilities and being like, you know what, I'm just gonna do me. And obviously that's all I've been doing and it's worked out okay. So like, let me do me, but let's also like kind of pick it up. Let's kind of figure out how to do your job well. Let's figure out how to be an influencer and really just take advantage of it and see like where it goes. I'm ready for good things. I'm kind of ready to be a menace. And I said that in a tweet. And I know some people are kind of looking at it like, well, you haven't done that yet. But listen, it's February when I'm filming this. It's March when you're watching this. You know what? It takes time. Okay, let me live. Don't tell me I'm doing bad, because that's why I kind of hate like New Year's resolutions. If we're being real quick. Look at that, it's already a little heart. How cute. But that's kind of why I hate resolutions, because there's like pressure that comes with it, you know? Where it's like, oh my God, it's already this part of the year and I've done nothing. Like, I think it's good to have a goal, but at the same time, don't put so much pressure on yourself, because you can do whatever you want whenever you want. Like, you don't need the new year to start being like a better version of yourself. And honestly, New Year's kind of always makes me sad. I don't know why. It's probably because of that, because it's just like, I wanted so much for the year and then I reflect and I'm like, oh, what happened? What are you gonna do? Because it's like, you need to have goals, you need to have aspirations, but just like also don't put too much pressure on yourself, because it's not gonna do you any good. And I say that as someone who puts extreme pressure on themselves all the time. I've been so good about posting, right? And I'm actually missing this week that you're seeing, or that I'm filming this, because I've been very, very ill. I got this weird cold flu thing. I don't know what happened to my body. She was going through it. It wasn't COVID. But it was something else. it was a mysterious third thing that was just not fun whatsoever. I just like wasn't able to work, and like when I was working, it was me finishing my collab with Trin, if you've watched that on my other channel. Realistically, I don't want to push myself into like making up for lost time and figuring out like what I can post just to post and say I've been consistent. So let me take off this week and I'll start again next week, and I'll have like, because I really want to get to the point where it's like I have weeks in advance. So it's like Wednesday pops up, I can post. Friday pops up, I can post. You know, and I was kind of doing that for a while, and then I got sick and everything halted, and it's just like, I'm just getting on myself for it. But it's like, girl, you were sick. Like, take care of your body. She's trying to tell you something, and that's okay. I don't know, it just makes me feel good to like be really consistent with posting, because I used to be so good. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. The world went to shit. That's what happened. Everything just kind of fell apart. And it took a minute to kind of figure out how to get that back. So, you know what? We're finally getting there, and that's okay. One of my favorite things, though, I've noticed, because I have been consistent with posting. Oop, that's not the right piece. My favorite thing is when I post something and I posted the week before, and it's multiple comments too, of someone being like, Oh my God, I missed you. Who is doing yard work? Oh my God, y'all are so disrespectful. But that's like my favorite comment when you guys are like, oh my God, missed you. And I'm like, babe, I just posted. What do you mean you missed me? I'm like, not the codependency. Oh. Oh, it makes me happy. And like, I know that's why you guys get on me for posting. It's because you like my content. Because it could be the other way where I don't post and then I finally do post and everyone's like, oh.
Her? Over it, over her.
So like, I'm very fortunate and I'm very lucky to have you guys. And I'm really happy that we do have this little bond where we can, you know, like you can kind of roast me, I can kind of roast you. And you know, at the end of the day, it's just good vibes. I don't ever want to feel above anyone. That just sounds icky. I need a bigger desk. Let's talk about that. That's something I want to invest in after I get my taxes back. No one asked about that, but my taxes back. I said that as if I get a refund. Girl, no, being self-employed is such a scam because you owe the government so much money because they don't take taxes out of your paychecks, right? So I know this time of year, like, I'm just gonna hate everything. And maybe that's why I'm in a bad mood because I just got my tax forms in the mail and I'm like,
We won't be doing that.
like, what am I paying the government for? What are they doing with my money? Because it's usually a good chunk of money. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's a good chunk of money. And I'm just sitting here like, what is it going towards? You bombing other places? No, thank you. You not doing any of the roads, not doing anything for healthcare, not doing anything for schools. Where is this money going? Not the government being a scrub. Let's start there. Once I figure out what I owe them and how much money I have left and I leave enough for food, you know, I definitely want to invest in a desk, especially the ones that like move. Have you seen those? Like where they move up and down? And I think it would help a lot like when I edit because I just sit so much. And I just think it would be nice once in a while to just kind of stand and do what I got to do, even during filming. Like tomorrow, for example, so this kind of gives you an idea of when I'm filming this, the Avatar show comes out on Netflix. And I think I'm gonna film for the first 4 episodes for the video. Excuse me. Kind of see how it does. And then more than likely finish the show on the channel. That's like 4 hours of filming. Right, like over 4 hours, just right there staying on my ass doing nothing. So it's like, you know what, maybe I should invest in something that's gonna help me with my health. You know what I mean? Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. It's like a little purse. It reminds me of like a little Polly Pocket purse. But yeah, I really wanna invest in that. And let me hear your guys' thoughts. Hear me out, hear me out. I'm kind of interested in the notion of live streaming. That was something I was looking into when the strike was happening. Okay, it connects like this. That was something I was kind of looking into when the strike was happening because I was like, you know what, that's like a really fun way to still be really active with you guys and like being able to talk and still trying to make some money so I can pay bills. But all the equipment that I would have had to have gotten, it just didn't really make sense budget-wise because I wasn't working and I wasn't really making money. So I was like, but now that everything's kind of getting back on track and this, that, whatever. I don't know, something I think would be really fun. Even if it was just getting on here and talking to you guys or playing games, because I love playing games. Like, listen, I'm a gamer, okay? Valkyrie, back up. I'm coming.
Say my name.
Slay it. But it still didn't work, so.
Also, by the way, we're already like halfway done with this. This is the fastest I've ever built a Lego thing. I really love Legos. Can I be a Lego influencer? Is that a thing? That has to be a thing, right? Wait, now I'm actually invested. I'm like, can Lego just like send you stuff and you build it? You know what job would be so fun? Like people who test out video games, people who test out Legos, who like, even, because I think they do that too, like where they screen new movies and TV shows to see kind of what works, and if it doesn't work, they do reshoots. How do you get that job? Because I'm basically doing that. Look at that, it's so cute. Aw, that's for you guys. Yeah, my heart. I know that's so corny, Because influencers say that and they're like, you guys mean the world to me. Blah, 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 blah. But like, y'all actually mean the entire world to me. It's disgusting. If I make you disappointed or if you bring up something I did wrong, I'm devastated because it's like, I mean, one, I don't like people being mad at me. Let's start there. That comes from my childhood. But I don't know, if I ever disappoint you guys, it genuinely hurts because it's like, oh my God, my people, no. If other people get on my channel and they're like, this bitch is annoying, she talks too much, I'm like, all right, thank you for the view, thank you for your contribution to my rent, we'll never see you again. But if you've spent your time and energy on this channel and with me, I want to give it back. You know, I want to give you that kind of respect as a viewer because obviously I wouldn't have a job and I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. Corny, I know, but it's just the truth. I'm separating my bags, by the way, because this is really the only way I can do Legos. People who just like have the bag and then they just grab what they need, I'm like, oh my God, psycho. Or when they just put it all out on the table and just pick like a little raccoon in the trash. No, thank you. I really had no plan for this video. I was like, I'm just gonna sit, I'm gonna do Legos and just see what happens. I mean, the other biggest update I can think of since last time we really sat down and did this, I moved out. Oh my God, I have not done a mental knot since I've moved out. That's crazy. That is literally bonkers. That happened. Yeah, I'm throwing my trash on the floor. Don't look at me. That happened and I have a son. Not that kind of son. Even though my mom would love one. I told her, I was like, with my kitty cat, this is the closest you're getting to grandkids in a second. And speaking of, let's talk about this because as I'm filming this, I'm going tonight to watch the new Love is Blind episodes with my familia. I got them hooked. What season was it that I made them watch? It was the one with like Jackie, Marshall, Brett, like that season because it was just so good and I was like, you guys have to watch this with me. I think it's so fun. I'm known for watching like trash TV. They're not really into it, but they get into this. Like, it's crazy how I've never seen them get into anything like this before, but it's their shit. And this is the third season that we've watched together. And every season they're like, when they come to Arizona, you should sign up.
No.
Are y'all not watching this show? Do you not see what these men put these women through? What the producers put these people through? And you want me to go do that on national TV? You want me to collect my L's on national TV? That's funny. I thought we were family. And it's because they want me to find someone, which I appreciate. But like, maybe not that way. And my mom is always like, you're just so picky, you're so picky. I think this would be good for you. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, it's not me being picky, it's me just looking. I just have my eyes open, and when I see some red flags that I can't work with, I'm out. I'm not sitting here being like, oh, I wouldn't date someone because they're blonde. Or, oh, I wouldn't date someone because they're shorter than me. That to me is being picky. Me being like, oh, I'm just not putting up with your bullshit. I think that's being reasonable. Right now, what I'm thinking is I like Amy and Johnny, I think that's their names. And Trevor deserves the world. I would climb Trevor like a tree. Ooh, when I was watching the episodes with my family, I had to hold back. Now listen, they've heard me say some things, okay? Like, that's not too shocking, but also let me not say something like that in front of my 77-year-old grandmother. Even though she be saying some things that I'm just like, oh, I see where it comes from. But I was sitting there just like biting my tongue and I'm like, ooh, Trevor, hey. I kind of go for himbo energy. Is that weird? Like, if I had to describe someone that I think would be perfect for me, it would be someone like Julian and Jenna, you know? If anyone's wondering about dating life, that's non-existent. It's kind of funny, okay, this is the tea, right? If you watched my truth or drink video, is that what it's called? Truth or drink? Truth or shot? Truth. I almost said Trevor. Trevor's on my mind, guys. And it's kind of cute because like my first little, I mean, little boyfriend, whatever, first kiss, all that, was a guy named Trevor when I was super young. So it's just kind of like, oh, you're back. Jacob said, does this go here? Yeah, that goes there. Jacob said in a video, or made a hint at like me going on a date with someone or like talking to someone, and some of you guys were like, oh my God, are we getting a dad? No. I live in Arizona. There are so many Mormons here, which, no disrespect, I'm not here to tell you how to do your religion, how to do anything. I just don't want to be involved, especially hearing that if it was to have gone well with this guy that I was kind of interested in, my mom was kind of setting us up. If it had gone well and say like we got married, this whole thing, I would have had to donate like 10% of my paycheck, my earnings, to the church.
Bombastic side-eye. Criminal offensive side-eye.
Oh girl, no. No. I am not religious whatsoever. If you're religious, more power to you. I wish I could be like that. You guys seem like you're having a lot of fun. Yeah, pray for me, whatever. Oh, she's going to hell. Okay, see all y'all there, whatever.
Let me pretend I care. Okay, I'm done.
And I was so mad at my mother because I was like, why would you not screen that? You know what I mean? Like, look at the state we live in. You're not gonna screen that, especially being like one of the people I was seeing in high school was Mormon, and I was fine with it. There were so many people who were Mormon at my high school, and it wasn't even like I went to a Mormon school. Like, I don't know, they were just everywhere. But yeah, it was fine, it was whatever. But I see like where he's at now, and I'm like, oh yeah, it would have never worked. He also was kind of a douchebag, so it's whatever. You know what's crazy? I got on here being like, guys, I'm just kind of in a shitty mood. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I could cry. And I'm feeling so much better already. I'm just sitting here talking to you guys and building Legos. And I'm like, wow, what is therapy? That's so cute. We're like in love. I love when people are like, oh, you know, I had a bad day, so I put on a video, or is that whatever of yours? I'm just like, not me being a comfort person for someone. Can't comfort myself, but I can comfort other people. But no, I love it. I think it's so great, especially coming from, you know, being younger and just not really having a ton of friends, or the friends that I did have, I just felt really uncomfortable with. It has taken me so long, pretty much my entire teenage years. Damn, who's slamming doors? So disrespectful. It took a lot of my teenage years and my adolescence to really discover what having good friends is. And that's like no disrespect, because I know people have asked, been like, where's this person on your channel? Where's that? At the end of the day, people grow apart. It's life. It's gonna happen. Oh, did I fuck up? Why is there supposed to be a thing here? Oh, I did fuck up. I put it too high. God damn it. I just have a really good friend group now, and you guys have seen them on the channel. I don't know, it's just kind of like, oh, this is what friendship is supposed to be like. And that sounds so sad, because it's like, girl, you're in your 20s. Like, what? And I definitely catch myself still with my friends that I have being like, am I too much? Am I not doing something enough? And I know it's just like me being in my head, and it's just like trauma. And I'm still working through it, and that's okay. Is that even? Oh my God, it's so cute so far. That can honestly be a whole video in itself though, talking about things that have happened with friends, and oh, it's just so sad. It's one of those things where it's like, if I could go back to high school, first off, I don't know if I would, because like trauma, but I'm also thinking, oh, I would do things so different. I would not be as aware of what everyone thought of me, nor care. It's so crazy what age can do. Like, you really do grow up and you're just kind of like, okay, whatever. But I cared so much, and I think that also came from just the way I grew up. I was always like the goody two-shoe who had like this reputation of just being perfect and never do anything wrong. And not just at school, but like with my family. It kind of hurt me a lot, honestly. I just like never felt like I could really be myself. When we started growing up and like my cousins were doing other things, and like they were maturing or doing things quicker than I was doing. It was always this just like, I just felt so left out and I just felt so uncool. I just could never find a place or people that I fully felt like I could be myself with, and that was enough. And that is so sad. Like, that makes me want to cry for myself, for the little girl that I was. I mean, character growth. My do not disturb's already off. It's been an hour. But like going back to just feeling super alone and just like, I don't know. I think that's why I really got interested in like YouTube and the internet, because it was just like, oh my God, I can find people who are kind of like me or kind of like things that I like. And you know, it was in a way a safe place. So to be able to create that for other people is just like such a full circle moment, and it's so crazy. It's just like, oh my God, how did I do that? You know, like I kind of did it by accident, but it's like the best accident that could have happened. It'd be like this. Oh. Oh. I mean, I think it's, yeah. No? Yeah! Ah! Mirror over here. In a perfect world. There we go. Perfect. Okay, what are we thinking so far? Just kind of cute, right? I mean, obviously got to add all the little flowers and stuff, but she's looking cute so far. Next pot. I like that this is slowly just... Yeah, I get naked in my videos. It's fine. There we go. Oh, when you hear that snap. I love when they like do instructions and then they introduce the piece up here, right? But then they don't show you like an arrow or like where it's placed. They're like, you can figure it out. And I'm sitting here down here like, where does it go? It goes up here. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. By the time you see this, you've already seen the vlog, but I am going to go see Olivia this weekend, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to live out. Where does this go? I feel like I'm too old to be feeling the way that I do about Miss Olivia Rodrigo, but you know what? Good music's just gonna hit, and she just does it for me. Oh my God, speaking of music, right before I sat down to film, Normani just announced her album name, no date, but I'm assuming it's coming sometime this year based off her website, which is crazy. But I kind of feel bad for her because it's like, if this album is anything less than subpar or anything less than amazing, there's gonna be hell. Like, there's so much happening in music right now that it's kind of overwhelming. I'm like, oh God, okay, so we're all gonna release at once and then we're gonna have to go fight at the Grammys. Didn't want to do that. Y'all hear that outside? I have someone at my apartment complex who goes outside and it's like precise every single night. On the dot. Well, not on the dot, but between 9:30 and 10:30, they go out and just, you know, they get lit. And I just love smelling it. I love it so much. I'm just like, you know what? Bath and Body, White Barn should just create a candle like that. And they should name it Stoner Outside of Ashley's Apartment. Oh, I gotta flip this girl over? Oh, it's saying do this. Oh. Got it. I got it. We got there. Let me know what y'all think, because I do like watching trash, right? So for my commentary channel, would y'all be up to like a Degrassi video? Or like I mean, we've talked about Jersey Shore, but like almost in the style of like a Quentin review kind of thing. You know, like a deep dive, we're gonna go into this world kind of thing, because I think it would be so fun, honestly. And hopefully no one takes this idea. And this is probably already like been done. But it'd be so cool to do like a deep dive into Jersey Shore and the lore and everything, and then go stay at the house. Because I think you can rent it. Or like you can do something on Airbnb. How fun would that be? Okay, content creator. Like, you did that. That's always my fear though with like big projects like that. It was kind of my fear with Marvel too. Like, I was hoping it would do good. I didn't think it would do as well as it did on my channel. But, you know, you put so much energy and time into it, and if it's a flop, then it's like, damn, that sucks. Especially because I was talking to my uncle, and I mentioned it because we were just talking about my channel and stuff, and he was like, or I was like, oh, I'm going to cover the bear, I think. And he's like, you have to do it. It's so good, da 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 da. And then he said something that I'm like, if I think too much about it, it's going to go to my head. And he was like, yeah, you know, there's like the head chef, and there's like his little sidekick, his little girl. And I knew immediately, I was like, oh, he's talking about Io. Io, right? Io Debris, legend. Love her. Theater camp, bottoms, soon to be the bear. Like, I'm sad anytime she's present. And he was like, yeah, when I would watch it with my wife, like, we sat there and we were like, oh, she reminds us of you. Like, the way that she talks, her mannerisms. And I was like, you can't say that. I'm gonna start acting brand new. I've gotten so good. I guess I should talk about that since we're here for like, you know, mental illness people, woo. But I've gotten really good at controlling my panic attacks when I feel them coming. I just know, I'm like, okay, couple deep breaths, you're fine, nothing's gonna get you, you're okay. And I had to implement that pretty recently because I was on a plane. Y'all, I was in Florida, of all places. I was on a plane, and I think what happened was we hit like an air pocket, and I'm just now learning what that term is, really. We hit this air pocket, and the plane started to shake this way, and then it just went whoosh, and we dropped so much. I don't want to sit here and be like, we dropped a couple thousand feet, but girl, I swear, we dropped a couple thousand feet. I was like, why am I at Disneyland right now? But yeah, no, especially after hearing everything going on with planes right now, I was just sitting there like, I'm already having anxiety about getting on a plane because I'm not trying to sit there and have a door open or a hinge fall off or some baloney. So then I felt that, and I immediately was like, all right, I'm going, this is my time. But it was genuinely terrifying, and I had to sit there and like breathe and do my little exercises, and I was like, okay, we're fine. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, that's embarrassing. I don't know if the camera caught that. I'll pick that up with my dignity in a minute. Mama me. Oh, I figured out the secret. Don't worry. I figured it out. We're good, we're good. Oh, period. No one has to know that I fucked up. Love that for me. Okay, and it's saying that it's like done, but I don't feel done. There's too many, like what am I supposed to do with these? That's not cute. Everyone say thank you, Julie, for getting this for me. And I'm trying to stay in frame too. Here, you gotta follow me. I should have probably been filming this way the whole time. I'm good at my job, don't worry. Look at her. She's so cute. You know what? Talking to you guys and building this is probably why I feel better. I'm like, all right, so today's not the end of the world. Will I be doing any other work? Probably not, because I've learned. If I'm not feeling 100% or like enough to the point where I can push through it for filming, I don't even try anymore, because there's been so many videos where I try to push through it and I feel like, at least I can tell. And that's probably just me because, hold on. Should I put my clothes back on? How embarrassing. Like, y'all came to youtube.com. But you know what? That is so obnoxious. That's another thing I will be investing in. A chair. Another thing, a new laptop. It's... We won't talk about it. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy the return of this series. If you don't want it, just let me know, because I don't have to do it. But it is really fun. I love being able to sit down and talk to you guys like this and just being, you know, kind of on the real, because we say our little jokey jokes here and there and we have fun bopping our ass, but in my mind, the parasocial relationship goes both ways. So I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, what's going on in your life? Are you good? Are you drinking water? Sleeping enough? Taking your vitamins? Like, let mama know. Yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one, whatever that. No, I don't know what the next one is, but I'll see ya. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff I'm supposed to say, and I love you very much. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you then. Bye. Rolling on a river. On a river, not the, there's one.